Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of A Knight's Ransom. I'm gonna try not to bop around too much as I'm listening to music while I run this game. But it's good stuff. We just can't share it with you because, haha, copyright. Of course, before we begin, we'd like to thank our sponsors, D&D Beyond. That is D, the letter N, dbeyond.com, as well as Baldman Games, actually. Heath and I work with Baldman Games during the virtual weekends. They are also the people who help us get where we need to go when it comes to in-person events like Winter Fantasy and Gen Con. And speaking of Gen Con, that's coming up in September. I know for sure that Heath is going, but because I can't guarantee whether or not the border is going to be open, I didn't apply. But I should be there for the virtual games, so keep your eye out. You can buy tickets for my table. And it's always a pleasure to have friends and viewers join me at my tables. So, um, we also would like to wish Quentin, who plays Calix, or Val, a very, very happy birthday. It was his birthday yesterday. And even though he's not here as he is celebrating another birthday, um, we wish him all the best. So, without further ado, when we last left our heroes, they got attacked by a pack of velociraptors thanks to just enough wrong. I'm not cruel. I don't know what you're talking about.
I blame you just enough wrong. If you're watching, this is your fault.
It was absolutely his fault. I wasn't even gonna have them get attacked by anything. I was just gonna ramp up all of the edge and all of the tension and then just have nothing happen. And then just enough wrong's like, man, I feel like they're about to get attacked by velociraptors. And I'm like, you know what? That sounds like a great idea.
So I believe we were gonna take a nap.
Yes.
Yeah. Naps are good.
You guys were going to take another 8-hour long rest.
Correct.
It was a really long nap, but it was a nap we needed nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, after all, we've got this baby raptor looking out for us now.
Still not sold on that, but you know.
And
Thinks it's cute.
You know, I want to say what could possibly go wrong, but I mean, we saw what could possibly go wrong.
mm-hmm.
But think of all the ways it could go right.
True. Either way, party, you settle in for another 8-hour rest, and I'm not going to be cruel. You do not get set upon by anything, and you are able to rest without worry. When you set off, once again, full HP, full spell slots, full class features. You proceed down the road, following the directions to get to the farm. The ground starts to look different, almost swamp-like, which is strange because everything that you've seen has been, it's not really swamp-like. It seems more like whatever they're growing needs an intense amount of water. So, you know, they're growing things like rice, etc. But it's not really a swamp. It's more cultivated than that. But now the water is murky and dark green and not... No, JT. No, there's not. The water doesn't look to be healthy. Look, he asked about Shrek.
Absolutely,
I had to
JT.
reply. Okay, what are you doing, party?
I'm gonna look
Stretching.
around.
Give me a perception check then.
14.
You're not sure. All you know is that you probably don't want to get this water in your fur.
That looks disgusting.
Does there seem to be any kind of magical presence in the area? Anything I might know that could cause this?
Give me an Arcana check.
I don't know shit about swamps.
Oof.
With my actual skill points on that, that's an 8.
8. Okay.
Can I help him investigate the swamp?
You can investigate it yourself.
Okay. I
All
think
right.
that's my best roll this entire series.
I shouldn't laugh at that.
You know, I will definitely laugh at that because I feel your pain. That was me last game. For a good while.
This is Fred this game. Really low. That's why she's not investigating.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Something about it seems man-made, and then some of it seems almost supernatural. Almost, perhaps, godly?
Hmm. Find something interesting, Eugen?
Oh, sorry.
Silence.
You just
Yes.
looked at the
utter
swamp and
silence.
stared intently for a bit.
I gazed into the swamp, and I think the swamp is gazing back. It seems almost supernatural. It's seems like it was intentionally made here, not quite so naturally occurring. Possibly by some very, very powerful and most likely worshipped beings.
Hmm.
Could be a way we could maybe clean it up. Should we just continue on and see if we can get to the farm?
I just wouldn't drink the water or touch anything that's weird.
The obvious. Fantastic. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's continue on towards the farm. Maybe we can find some more information out there.
Okay. You continue on, and this corruption seems to persist as you proceed until you come across the farm. And this is where things are much worse than as you were walking up. The ground is almost slimy, definitely slick. For you guys, it's definitely going to be rough terrain. Fred, this feels incredibly unnatural, and you don't like it. And it doesn't smell good either. Like it smells. You know when the ground is just thawing
Hmm.
and everything smells kind of like it's rotting in the springtime?
Oh yeah.
It smells like that. No, Otter, you can't. So this doesn't seem to bother you, but you're watching everybody else's faces kind of turn up at the smell.
This is disgusting.
Yeah. Ugh.
I mean, looks like your usual swamp. It's a little out of place, but
Definitely out of place, but I don't think I can take that smell anymore.
After a while, you're going to see Elise take out a white handkerchief and put it over her nostrils, her face, and her mouth. She can't take the scent.
Oh yeah, this is pretty bad even for you. Like this is even worse for you, Valise, due to your ability to actually smell things, given your
Yeah.
cat.
Mm-hmm.
You see low walls and what looks like large stacks of hay left out, or what would have been hay left out to dry out in the sun. However, they are blackened and turned and look more like they're rotting, as if they've been there for seasons and not freshly shorn and um piled up.
How odd.
This is what we're supposed to be looking for to find out what's causing this.
yes.
And I'm going to need a perception check from the entire party.
Love that.
Perception. Yeah, that's closer to my normal roll. I got a 9.
I got worse. I got 6.
That 20.
Nice.
16.
Okay. Um Orion and Valise. The pair of you are looking over one of the walls and you see slinking out from behind one of the blackened hay piles is a lizard folk. His scales are dark, almost as if he's been rolling around in whatever it is that they're doing here.
I don't think we're alone here.
No, we are not.
How big is this fella?
He's a medium-sized creature. You'd think if he stood up fully, he'd probably be about 6'5", but he's a little bit on the lankier side.
What is the plan? Do we attack?
He seems to be muttering something in a language that you're not sure that you know.
If it's Draconic, I know it.
Me too.
Does Orion know Draconic?
I know a lot of interesting things, but not that one.
Okay.
I do.
Everybody but Orion. You guys can give me perception checks, please, to see if you're close enough to understand what he's saying.
Wow, that is just
You
10,
are
11,
hearing
12.
it in Draconic, but you're not close enough to figure out what it is. Maybe
I'll
you
do
should
a
go
s-
closer.
Yeah. I'll sneaky sneak.
You can certainly approach.
Give me a stealth check.
That's my 22. I got this, Eugen. I got.
It's okay. Oh god.
Ooh.
I love when people sneak forward as a pack. That's always great and can't possibly go wrong.
Where Fred lacks in perception, she gives forth in magic and stealth. We love our Tandrax.
Oh, I'm gonna send you my 2 rolls for the day, Maddie.
Yes, please. Also, you guys can move yourselves up because this is going to directly impact what happens. Perfect. Stop right there. Coming out from behind the same stack that you saw the other one, this lizard folk takes one strong look at the group of you, sneaking across an open field.
I'm not sneaking.
I know you're not.
We're all dun 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 dun.
Sees
He's just
all of
trolling.
you sneaking across this field and lets out this ear-piercing shriek. And now you're close enough to hear, them saying, "For Gaia, the Titans will return."
Well,
I can't understand it.
Well, there's no talking around this one.
Probably not great. Oh,
Oh, it's that time, is it?
It is that time.
it might not take.
You have to
You may
click on
forgotten
your character.
your token.
There we go.
Okay. Is that everybody in there? All right, Valish, you're up first.
It's only this one. It's only that and that one I see.
No, you can see all of them. The wall's not very high.
Oh, I didn't see them. That's okay. All right, cool. I'm gonna go to the nearest one and attack it.
Okay.
Hello.
You haven't attacked us.
Welcome, Mavic.
They screeched. They screeched at us.
In Draconic.
The Titans will fall. I don't think that's a
The Titans will fall would be good. Didn't they say the Titans will return?
return. Yes,
Which is worse.
a lot worse. I'm gonna take it out before it does
And then
anything
without
to
my
us.
camera.
I can't understand any of this draconic. So I'm not going to weigh into that statement.
Ah, there we go. Nat 1, that'll miss.
Oh yeah, a nat 1 is a nat 1 is a nat 1.
Yes, she's a nat 1. I'm a bonus action real quick. 14 hit?
No, it does not.
Cool. Alright. Yeah, I'll stay where I'm at. I'm good.
Okay. Which one was it? Okay. Fred, you watch as one of these lizard folk scrambles across this ground as if there's not a thing wrong with him. Probably because they're the ones that made it. And, 15 to hit you, Fred?
Oh.
Which means the 8 misses as well.
He's gonna speak to him in Draconic. Says, "Why? Why are you attacking me? We didn't hurt you. We're just coming to see what's going on."
The only reply you seem to get is, Gaia will rise, and Gaia will return.
That, Fred, is a battle cry.
Well, at least since you're right in front of him. 22 to hit.
That'll bite.
The heavy club that he has in his hand just swings, and he just goes for broke, smashing this into your side.
Yep.
21 to hit.
Yep.
Right before he brings his spiked shield up and just hits you with it instead. So that is a total of 9 damage, 4 bludgeoning, 5 piercing.
I'll take it.
Okay. Hold on. I clicked the wrong thing.
Did we get initiative from Mavic? Or for Monric?
Not yet.
Okay.
Would you like to be on cams, good sir?
That would be fine. Yes.
Then all you need to do is click on your character token on the map and get yourself in the initiative order.
Do you want me to wait till break for the cam so it doesn't move everything around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Monric's here to party.
Yep. Monric, I will have you go before she takes her turn. So before you have 3 lizard folk who are speaking in Draconic. So not sure if you understand Draconic or not, sir.
I do not.
Cool, then this means nothing to you. And they are just attacking your allies. Pretty indiscriminately, so you're pretty sure they are also gonna try and kill you.
Alrighty then.
And it is your turn, and what are you doing?
Go ahead and help Fred. Move the flank. bonk. Does a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit.
Oh,
I would hope
I don't know
so.
why that's I'm doing 2. That's 11 damage.
Yep. Is there anything else, Monric?
Does this guy look hurt?
Which one? The one between you and Fred?
Yeah.
Well, he certainly doesn't look happy that he just took a warhammer to the back of the head.
All right. I'll action surge and hit him again.
All right. Yeah,
Oh.
that'll hit.
Yes.
For another 10.
Okay.
And that would be it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not looking so hot now. All
Perfect.
right. Now we're gonna do the thing. I need Eugen and Orion to give me strength saving throws, please.
I'm so good at these.
17.
Ooh.
Orion, you are fine. Eugen, you have
I'm a
been
weakling.
restrained. As vines and grasping weeds sprout out from the ground around your feet and hold you in place, and you are now restrained.
Love that for him.
So,
You can
as in,
clearly tell it came from the different looking lizard folk in the back.
That is a very different looking lizard folk.
Yup.
That might not be a lizard folk.
It is definitely a lizard folk. Don't mind the fact that I chose another token. It's just so I can differentiate them because she's got a different stat block.
No worries.
So I just can't like move, or I can't walk anywhere, or I can't use my hands.
Hang on. So if you are restrained, your speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage against or on dex save throws.
You can use an action to try and break out of it.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Last time I skipped a round of trying to do that and almost died for it. So this time we're gonna right off be like noping, trying to get right out of that. What is that? Just another strength save?
It is a strength save.
Okay. Summoning what I've got, and I did a little better.
You managed to tear your feet and hands out of these vines and weeds to free yourself. However, that is your turn.
Yeah.
So, however, just because I like to make things difficult. Oh wait, no, you're already on difficult terrain. Never mind. Never mind. It doesn't cancel out, it's just difficult terrain. Fred?
Well, I see this guy's really hurting. I'm just attacking with my dagger.
Yeah, the 23 will hit.
6 piercing damage.
Yeah, Fred, how do you want to do this?
I'm sorry.
Fred's first kill, y'all. We did.
Amazing. Anything else, Fred? Was that a no?
That one's so far away. And I'll stay right here.
Okay. Orion.
Hmm.
So reminder, if you're on difficult terrain, you only get half of your movement.
Yes, I have 15 feet. And I'm just checking the range on some stuff really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Not as far as I'd like it to be. Well, we are going to move here. I am going to... Can I understand the word Gaia coming from them?
Give me an insight check.
I'm okay at those. Hold on. 10.
The very definition of okay.
Yeah, I'm average.
Roll me a D100.
Oh
Otter.
goodness. This one and that one. It's a 78.
Yes, you are able to figure out that they are saying Gaia. However, everything else is lost to you because this is not a language you heard back when you were around.
I will shout Gaia's name, trying to get some attention, and still too far. I am going to cast Grease on the one to the south.
Okay. 10-foot square. Dex save or fall prone. I mean, you say that, but this ground is already slick and kinda shiny, and it's kind of gross.
It is, but now that 10-foot square is worse.
Yet he's still on his feet.
Yeah, it was worth a try.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone have some matches?
Get it ablaze.
Well, I guess that'll be my go.
Okay. Is it even its turn now? It is! And enters the area or ends its turn there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it is, and that makes it difficult terrain, so it'll get out here. And then move 5 feet. Ryan, since you decided you were going to be a pain in his ass. $17 to hit, sir?
No.
No, because you're casting shield, or no, because I didn't hit you?
No, because shield.
Okay. I feel like that's an important question and distinction,
Mhm.
so...
Nope, you're good.
Valise.
That's it.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit him again. Low roll. That's a 9.
Oh, with a 9, you're not.
A bonus action and try again.
Sure.
And no. Never mind.
No. Still no.
Jesus Christ. What is going on?
I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit satisfying after you being pretty much, unable to miss last time.
I gotta have an off day. This is my off day. It's fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Monric. You have 3
So
targets
neither of
visible to
the
you.
lizardmen that are up are injured at all, right?
No.
They're both.
They're both fine.
One's a
Didn't the
little
Yes.
one
greasy.
up at top get hit once?
No. Valise has missed him twice.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I
I
will
love how
step down
everybody
here
went.
then.
I love how everybody went. Nah, Police got this.
We saw what happened last session.
Yeah,
She's
pretty
fine.
much.
Not with a 10, sir.
Whoa.
As you swing, he kind of
I,
shifts just
I
enough to
am
bring his shield back, to block
I am
your.
going to I'm not going to try it. I'm going to expend superiority die for precision attack,
Okay.
which will add an additional d8 to my roll. If I don't get a 8, no, not enough.
Ouch.
No, unfortunately not.
It's worth a try, though.
I
Oh, yeah.
believe I'm done then.
All right. Fred, you have a problem.
Uh-huh.
Uh huh. Because another one of these creatures slinks out of the sludge and appears right in front of you. However, apparently, pulling itself out of the sludge has managed to make it so that it actually doesn't touch you. As I roll a nat 1 and a 2.
Love that. Love that.
We love that for Fred.
Mhm.
18 to hit Valise.
That'll miss.
Okay. 19 is the number to beat for you. Yes.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well, since this no. Oh, good. Okay, perfect. I like this. This will be fun. 20-foot radius? 20-foot radius. Fantastic. Hold on, please.
Goddamn.
That circle, an unnatural amount of spike-like growth erupts from the ground. Anytime you move within this area, you will be taking damage.
Good thing I ain't moving nowhere.
Yugen,
I'm
You're
always
up.
getting stuck places.
I mean,
Okay. Well, since there's one right next to me, I'm just gonna try and whap it with my uh quarterstaff using the two-handed method.
sure.
14.
No.
Oh. Swing and a miss.
unfortunate. Fred.
Well, since this guy's right in front of me. $18.
18 will hit.
4 piercing damage.
Okay. Anything else, Fred?
What type of damage?
It'll be piercing damage if you move. Orion.
This is going to be a problem. I'm going to take 2 steps.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
now, when you say 2 steps, okay, I was supposed to say you're talking 10 feet.
Yes. Let me have that damage.
That is, 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Holy crap.
That's why I said I wasn't moving.
And I'm going to point at the weird lizard folk.
Yep.
And cast Hideous Laughter. And they're going to roll a 1.
There are parts of me that are like, I love divination wizards, and then there are other parts of me that are like, fuck divination wizards.
You're a problem. You should laugh. Have a good day.
Yep. Fall prone, enable send up preparation. I don't know if this breaks concentration.
Can you concentrate while laughing? I don't know. I think that's a your call type situation
Yeah, I
there.
feel like this might be I think I might have to just make a spell check. Not against your spell save DC though.
No.
Does this only last if they're concentrating? Yep. Okay. Well, she falls down prone, giggling and laughing, although laughter in Draconic is a little bit weird. It sounds almost wheezing, but she is clutching her sides as if whatever is happening is the most hilarious thing that she's ever seen. Anything else, Orion?
I'm going to wave my hands and yell Gaia again to see if I can distract them or get their attention with understanding the name.
Okay.
I don't know if you want that to be a roll or something, but...
Well, the one, like, this one here that is about to take his turn, hears you say Gaia, and kind of looks a little bit confused at you because you are not one of them, but he has his orders, so...
Hey, no worries.
Yugen, you seem to be in luck today, sir.
Oh,
Yeah, I rolled 2 nat 1s.
nice.
You seem to be in luck today, sir.
Snake eyes. Love it.
Valise.
It me, ma'am. My turn?
Yes, it is your turn.
I'm gonna hit this dumb thing. I'm gonna hit it real hard. And you will stop fucking with me. Why? What did I do to you?
Oh, this is great. This
Oh,
is
we're showing the
payback
same correctly
for
people
you
twice.
just 2-shotting pretty much everything I've put into your path thus far.
Well, that's not my fault. The dice liked me. That's not my fault. Yeah, nope. This is upsetting.
Oh, I feel your pain there.
Mm. This is satisfying. Monric, you are surrounded by spike
Bob?
growth that you're pretty sure is gonna hurt you a lot if you try and move.
I will bonk.
Ooh, I
Yes.
think that'll
19 hit?
do it.
Yes?
19 will hit.
Nine damage.
Fantastic.
And that's about all I can do right now. Oh, I should have.
Not a problem.
Never mind.
Alright. Fred. 24 to hit, which by the way is a nat 20. For 9 piercing damage as this thing just sinks its teeth into you. And I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please, Fred.
23.
Wow. Alright. Well, yeah, you're fine. Okay. That just kind of took all the wind out of my sails. But alright. How about a 17 to hit you?
I do shield. So no.
Oh, okay. Well, that's no fun. Alright, well, I mean, you're just using your spell slots, so that's fine. And, this lizard folk just seems to be missing Valise, despite the fact that she really can't move because she's kind of caught in a spike growth.
You gotta
Alright.
love karma, girl.
No, I don't. Do I make the save again at the end of my turn?
Yes, you do.
Yep. Yes, I do. Wisdom save? Intelligence save? Wisdom save. Wisdom save. Which she fails. And spike growth disappears.
Hey!
Ah!
Right.
Yay.
Get on, you. How we do?
Yugen.
Okay, I'm gonna go for another thwop attempt here and hit him with my quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that one's gonna hit at a 20.
Oh, god, yeah, but you wanna fish for the crit because you're flanking with Monric?
I don't.
Roll it
yes.
again to see if you get a crit,
Gotcha.
because you have advantage due to flanking.
Yeah, you flank it. Wow.
Oh,
Wow. That's brilliant.
The 20's gonna hit.
oh, that means I rolled a 1 on my damage. 6 damage.
Well, I mean, it was 6 damage he didn't have before.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
Very.
It helps.
Fred.
You look at this guy who just hit me. Say, that wasn't nice in Draconic. And I'm casting Levitate on him.
Uh-huh. Is that a Constitution save against your spell DC? You can't seem to get him off the ground.
My turn.
Orion.
Well, if the spike growth is gone, lovely. We are just going to do a mind sliver on the one between Yugen and Munrick.
Okay.
I need an intelligence save.
No.
No, it doesn't go through, or no, he doesn't make it?
No, it doesn't go through.
Okay.
And speaking of him, it's his turn. 19 to hit Yugen.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
You're gonna take 5 piercing damage. And 19 to hit Monric.
That'll hit.
As you take 6 piercing damage as he shifts and just nails you with his spiked shield. So he stabs Yugen and then stabs Monric.
Stabby
Valise.
stab.
Oh yeah.
Stab happy.
Can I please hit him? Thank you. Beautiful.
Yes, a 20. How upset would you be if I told you that a 20 didn't hit?
I would have been like, you know what? That's something. That's something. You got me there, man. You got me there.
No, a 20 will hit.
That's 8 damage.
Yep.
I'm gonna spend a key point and flurry him.
Do it.
That one doesn't.
No.
That one
No.
doesn't hit. Never mind. Waste the key point. All I want to do is hit the man. Let me hit the man. God dang.
Oh, this is delightful. Is there anything else, Valise?
Nah, you good.
Perfect. Monric, you're up, sir.
I'm going to spend a superiority die and feint attack him.
The 16 will hit.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay. I will.
All right, Monric,
8 damage.
how would you like to do this?
8 plus an extra 3 damage. I'm just going to two-hand over my head and just say goodbye and bring
Fantastic.
it down as hard as I can on his skull.
Yeah, you cave in this lizard folk's skull. And for a moment, he seems to jerk out his hand as if trying to get one last shot in on Yugen. But it falls short as he collapses on the ground.
Yay.
You still have movement if you would like it.
I will move to there.
Okay. Alright, well, he doesn't particularly care for being in the middle of this adventure sandwich. 12 to hit, Orion.
Negative.
Well, I'm also gonna miss with another nat 1. Love that. And, I'm going to miss Valise again.
Ah. We have appeared to reach a stalemate.
They're doing this.
Yeah. Yep, and she is still rolling on the ground. Her scales, despite her dark, color, are just getting more and more filthy the more she rolls around in her mirth from the laughter. Yugen.
Thank you,
Okay.
important. Mwah.
I'm gonna trust that these three have the one they're surrounding and do a chill touch to the one laughing in the field.
Okay.
Uh, not? What's this?
It's a spell save.
Chill touch?
It says spell
It says
save
make a
DC.
ranged attack
No, it
against
says
the
okay.
creature.
it's a ranged spell attack.
So roll
Right,
and
okay.
No, attack them with a ranged spell.
yeah. I just saw the bottom there.
Yeah.
And if the ranged attack hits, then the chill touch goes off. At least that's my understanding of it.
Yeah, oh, here we go. Alright, this should do the trick. Let's try that now.
Not quite, because you didn't actually input what it needed to do.
Okay.
Hang on. I was in there fixing it. You just needed to give me a second.
Oh, my apologies.
No, it's okay. You're only level 3, so you're only gonna get the 1d8, and it is necrotic. And there is no spell save DC on this one. Alright. There you go. For now, that'll work. That should work now.
There we go.
Beautiful.
New best roll.
That would be a crit.
Oh, yes. That it would.
Ow.
Yeah.
Hitting once.
Ow.
That'll hit.
Cool.
Like 7 damage.
And Yugen, if you want to just step up next to the lizard men when you're done, so that I can get advantage next turn, it would be helpful.
Oh, I've still got movement this turn, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
There you go.
We just want to, make sure this guy goes down.
Totally understand.
She ceases her laughter, looking none too pleased.
Oh, bless.
Fred?
Do I have advantage with Orion?
Yes.
Okay. Just gonna use my dagger because he's close. 23.
Yes.
Beautiful.
6.
Okay. Anything else, Fred?
All I can do.
Orion.
I'm just reading something really quick. Nope, do not speak their language. That does not help me at all. So, this is just a situation, isn't it? You know, I'm just gonna do another mind sliver. At
Are you doing mind sliver or suggestion?
mind sliver, did I click suggestion? That's my bad.
Yeah, you did.
That's the one. From the one that has been laughing.
Okay. That is a no dice.
Okay.
Okay, Valise.
Now, will the gods let me hit? Watch and find. Why?
They were not on your side that time.
Jesus Christ. Bonus act.
There's been so many nat ones tonight. It is a delight.
Jesus Christ.
I am taking a lot more pleasure out of this than I should.
Bonus action. 16 hit?
The 16 will hit.
Thank fuck. Holy crap. 9 damage.
He is still standing.
Figured he would be.
Anything else, Valise?
No, you're good.
All right. Monric.
I do what I'm best at. I bonk.
18 will hit.
18 hit?
Oh yeah.
for 8 damage.
Fantastic. We're gonna last ditch effort some of the stuff. 19 to hit Fred.
Yeah.
You can take 3 piercing damage, please.
Okay. Ow.
Alright, Valise.
I'm doing the best
19
I
to hit.
can.
That barely hit.
You're gonna take 5 bludgeoning damage as I finally connect with you once more with the great club that he's wielding.
Alright, that's my 14.
Alright. And her. Sure, why not? Fantastic. Love that. Orion,
Yeah.
you watch as this lizard folk turns into a crocodile. It
Oh, you
elongates,
have to be kidding me.
has a tail, the jaws, the whole 9 yards, has turned itself into a crocodile. And then you watch as it pushes itself forward to slide across what you guys are handling as difficult terrain, and it is instead headed right for you.
Okie dokie.
19 to hit, sir.
Yeah, that'll do.
Excellent. You are going to take 7 piercing, and you are grappled.
Perfect.
That's a big old yikes.
Yugen, there is suddenly a crocodile.
And suddenly a crocodile. Yes. I don't even. What will this do? Okay, alright. I'm gonna move down so that Orion isn't in my way, and I'm going to cash Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay.
So it's a straight line, 5 feet wide, towards the crocodile, of course. It must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be covered in acid for the spell's duration.
Well, it doesn't succeed, so go ahead and roll me that acid damage.
Great. 2d4. Nice.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be too happy. But I mean,
And that'll be at the start of each of its turns.
Yep.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope, that's me.
Okay. Fred.
Fred sees this large crocodile. Going to look over at Monric and say, "Trust me." And I'm going to cast Enlarge on him.
Oh, fun.
Monric, you are big.
Now I big bonk.
Going around here.
My turn.
Orion.
There's not a whole lot I can do in this situation. So, we're gonna hope the crocodile form sounds as entertaining when they laugh.
Are you casting Hideous Laughter again?
on the crocodile.
It doesn't work. Wait, hang on. Let me double check something here.
Come on, crocodile wisdom.
Yeah, except don't forget there's that other part of it being the intelligence as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mostly just trying to see, because with a druid, you maintain intelligence, wisdom, and charisma yourself, and then take on their strength, dex, and con. Right? Or is it the other way around?
No, that's correct.
Well then,
Okay.
No,
if
that's
that's
right.
the case, it's not smart enough for it to work.
So no, because if it maintains the shamans
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence.
in
yeah.
wisdom, charisma, then I have to make the save. But if it takes
Hold
the
on.
crocodiles, I don't. Which is why I'm trying to find out. That's
For
it's
polymorph, it assumes the hit points of the new form.
yeah, but it's not polymorph. It's
The-
more
For
like
wild
it's
shape,
more
you
like wild
retain
shape.
your intelligence, wisdom,
Okay.
and charisma
Perfect.
scores.
Thank you. Wait, no. Oops. Yeah, not this time. Otter.
Worth a try.
Sorry, I got this really nice handy book by Keith Allman, which is The Monsters Know What They're Doing. So I was seeing
Imagine
if
a
it was
world.
in there. Hey, look, this book has been a godsend when it comes to planning out encounters. Why do you think this is so much more difficult than it could be?
I actually like the difficulty. It's pretty decent.
Valise.
I just want my dice to work. That's all.
That might be asking for too much.
You think? Oh, I haven't done hit either.
No. No, it does not.
I'm really about to just move from this dragon and focus my attention on this crocodile. I'm done with you. I'm tired. We've been flailing at each other for
This is
4 rounds.
fantastic.
I'm done.
Oh, this is great. Now, remember, you've only got half your movement.
I
You
have
do
20.
get. You
I
are
have
going to
20.
prompt attack of opportunity here, though.
That's fine. I'm tired of this dragon. I'm tired of this lizard.
That's okay. He misses.
Wonderful. Tired of you.
Shocking.
Rick.
Well, at least moved into the space I needed to move through. That's okay, I guess.
I moved over. You're good.
Well, you can. No, you can move through ally spaces. You just can't
I
end
can
your turn
squeeze.
in an ally space.
Okay, cool.
Because I want to
Okay,
go to
cool.
there.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be a thing.
and then I'm just gonna bonk again.
Yes. Do the bonking.
Let's see if I'm enlarged.
You get an extra
23 will hit, right?
D4
Yeah.
to your damage.
Yeah,
Yes,
it should be 4.
23 is gonna hit.
Boy,
Nice.
that was pretty pathetic damage.
I mean, it was 10 more damage than what she had suffered from before.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
And Valise, do you need some extra movement? I can throw you a maneuver
That works.
if you need it.
I was going to move over there and just function as a ranged person because right now, the hands are doing it like
That's fine.
doing.
That's fine. Actually, I'll save it. I'll save my dice for next round.
I'll be like grace if I need to move anyway.
All
So
right, I'm done.
All right. All right, Orion. 23 to hit
Yep.
and 24 to hit.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
You are going to take a grand total of 15 points of damage.
I'm out.
That's down, yeah.
Beautiful. This one is just gonna slide right on over. Fred. I can't hit Fred either because I know a 13 and an 11 don't hit.
Crazy.
God.
Imagine a world.
Imagine a world. She lets Orion flop to the ground since he is no longer struggling, given the fact that we have, well, I say we, but that I have downed him. And she turns. Monric, you are now her size. And you know what they say. Pick on somebody your own size. But I don't think a 13 is gonna hit you.
Oh no, definitely not.
No.
So, she is looking worse for wear as the acid is just kind of eating through the scales. But she is trying to clamp her jaws around you. Trying. Yugen.
No. Can't do that.
We're gonna try Ray of Frost.
Mm-hmm. Which is also not set up as an attack.
You are correct. How do I fix that?
Not a problem.
I
I can walk you through it. Yeah, I can walk you through it. Not a problem. So, when you're looking at Ray of Frost, if you go down to just above where the description is, oh, you've already got it set up. Attack ranged,
Okay.
1d8 cold. You're good. There you go. And then just click it again.
Rock on.
Hell yeah. I don't even have to walk you through it. You figured it out on your own. 17's gonna hit. And you know what, Yugen? You don't even have to roll me damage. How do you want to do this? Because she's got 1 HP left.
That's crazy.
Okay. All right. So assuming
for the
that
record,
she's like,
every enemy has had 1 HP left before you guys have killed them.
of course. So assuming she's still trying to like snap at Monric there,
Yep.
as she's starting to close her jaws, I want the Ray of Frost to freeze her face and her jaw to just shatter as it tries to close around it.
Fantastic. That is exactly exactly what happens. And then you watch as she shrinks back down into her lizard form and lies there, the lower half of her face mysteriously missing.
Huh. Wonder what happened to that.
No, I don't know. Who could know? Fred? Sorry, Yugen, do you have anything else before I continue on?
Nope.
Perfect. Fred.
I'm going to attack the one between Orion and I, even though I know I don't get advantage because he's down.
Mm-hmm.
16.
16 will hit.
5 piercing.
Yeah, how do you want to do this, Fred? For the record, this is the first enemy you've downed that isn't at 1.
Wow.
Fred's just going to just slice their throat.
All
so
right.
he doesn't eat Orion because Orion's down.
Okay. There's one left. Orion, your first death save, please, sir.
It's a 10. I
That's
believe
pass.
that's a success.
That is a success. Valise. One left. And it's the one that you haven't been able to hit.
But come up ahead. You can get advantage with me.
It is time.
It is time.
But
It is
you were
time. I
the
will-
chosen one.
I have the high ground now, Anakin.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Yeah, I do have the high.
Yes! Finally, with a 24, Valise.
Oh my
Beat this
god.
man into a pulp. You are just done. You are done. You
I-
find every hole and every chink in this man's armor and just destroy it
Yeah,
until he collapses face down in the mud.
yeah. I kick at his corpse as I do so. Stupid benign villains, evil fucking.
Party except for Orion, you've never seen Valise quite this angry at something.
No, you have not.
This is the first time you have ever seen Valise actually take aggression out on anything. She's been very methodical up until now, and now she suddenly seems to have emotions, and it might be a little bit disconcerting. Disconcerting? Disconcerting.
Disconcerting.
Yes. Like, English is hard, and it's
I-
my primary language.
I will drop this enlarge spell off of Honor.
Cool. Hey, Orion, you
Aw.
want to give me another death save, please?
11.
That's a pass. Look, you might just get back up to your feet before the party does anything to help you.
Don't mind me, I'm fine.
I'll break out the healing kit.
Fred's beside him, like, so we gotta do something.
Oh, good. You stopped kicking the dead body.
Yeah. I. Listen,
Go
I was.
ahead and...
I tried hitting this man. I tried scratching this man. I was about to try and fire an arrow at this man before I came in and just punched him in the face and he died. So I had to. I had to.
Can we try to get a potion of healing to Orion?
I do not have the potions.
I have
Somebody
5
with
of
the
them.
potions. Well, give him
I'm
the
not
potions,
carrying any.
please.
You certainly can try.
You know what? I can. Go ahead.
You put the medicine kit.
No, I don't.
Who does?
Mom.
I've got the healing kit.
God dang it, Mom.
I've got cure wounds. I can try that on him.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the spell slots, please use. If not, let use potion.
I just need to know what you guys are doing.
I'm gonna use cure wounds on him.
Okay.
Plus my spellcasting ability.
For an artificer, it should be intelligence.
Yep.
So that would be 7 points then. I don't know how to put the plus on it.
You're good.
Monric, can I have one of those potions, please?
It's Fred that has them.
Fred hands you one.
Oh, thank you.
And Fred's
Mom,
taking
Yeah,
one
I
as
don't
well.
have.
Orion sits
One o-
bolt upright.
What do I roll
Hold
for
on.
this?
Monric, can you give me a dexterity saving throw, because you would have been the one that's leaning over him with the medicine kick to try and at least, patch up wounds?
Oh gosh.
Sure.
Hey, Orion, can you
14.
roll me an unarmed attack, please? Because you're about to wind up using your head as a battering ram.
4.
Oh, good. You
Ooh.
get your head out of the way as you watch the lights that you've seen glow behind Orion's, what you're thinking might be face, but something glows, right? You know that something glows. This is something you know because you've seen it. And you see it flare to life again just before you pull your head back, and he's sitting bolt upright.
Good morning.
Is it over?
Yes.
Hopefully.
I think so, yeah.
I don't see any more.
We seem to have won.
You good?
I'm up.
Did you have a nice nap?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up and proceed to clean all of the muck from my clothes with prestidigitation.
I was like, ooh, prestidigitation. Phew.
Useful.
Valise, you were asking about what you need to roll for a regular healing potion?
Yeah.
It would be 2d4 plus 4.
I'm up 9. Oh, she's
So
up
am I.
9. Hey.
Yeah, because I'm like down to 6.
Oh no, who could possibly have done that?
Mm-hmm.
Not our wonderful DM. Never her.
No, I wouldn't do
Couldn't have
something like
been.
that. No, not me. I
Doesn't
wouldn't do
help
that.
when you've only got, very little health.
Yeah. So you have a farm to investigate to figure out how to fix all this sludge.
Let's go check out that farm.
Does
Follow that
said
trail.
caster lizard person have any form of pouches or anything on them?
Give me a
Yeah.
investigation
Investigate
check.
the peoples.
And this time, Yugen, you can assist.
The
Does that
bonds.
mean I roll twice, or does Eugen roll
Yes.
as well? I roll twice?
Well, which you can decide between the two of you if you want to use whichever one he has the higher
I
stat.
get a +6 to my investigation.
Same.
Oh, okay.
Well, then it is up to you guys. Just
1 and
decide.
1?
1 and 1. I have a 24.
17.
All right. Well, you find a crystal. Hidden away in a pouch. And before we get into exactly what that crystal's gonna do and or can do, we are going to take a quick 10-minute break. We'll be back at 20 to 9, and we'll continue on. I need to get a drink because my throat is getting dry from all of the talking as the DM. So stick around. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. So we will be back. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for waiting for us as we got drinks, got up, stretched, used the bathroom, the whole 9 yards. And we are back, and they are. You know what? We're going to open up with giving me an Arcana check because they found a crystal on the shaman. Fantastic.
Dirty 20.
Between the two of you talking back and forth about matters that kind of confuse the others, Fred kind of understands, but not really, because both of you learned your magic and you weren't just born with it. You know, you have a magic affinity and then you learn to wield it because that's how wizards and artificers work. You learn to use your magic, whereas sorcerers, somebody fucked a dragon earlier on in your lineage. So, yeah, Mom, you're shrugging, but you know damn well it's what happened. So, sorcerers are born with it. Artificers and wizards must learn to use it. So, you were talking back and forth. This arcane stuff is a little bit weird and kind of complex. And this is where, Yugen, I need you to give me a history check, please, sir. Just you. Because Orion's giving you information.
Can I help?
Sure, if you're standing around listening to them talk about this, absolutely.
I like history. History's cool. It's one of the few things I know anything about.
You did better than me.
13,
The things that Orion is saying about the Titans doesn't sound right. But he's saying them with such confidence that you're having a problem not believing him.
This is more of his.
Wait.
Knows the Titans.
Am I talking about the Titans looking at this crystal?
You are talking about Gaia looking at this crystal. Okay. Considering the fact that you figured out that they were saying the word, like the Titan's name, Gaia.
Okay, so I'm giving information on Gaia. Okay.
Yes, and Yugen probably would have provided the translation of what they were saying.
Oh, totally.
Which doesn't hurt either. But yeah, so you're listening to Orion talk about Gaia, and it doesn't match up to the stories that you guys grew up on about the Titan Gaia. And you're like, this doesn't seem right. But he's saying it with such confidence. How could he possibly be wrong?
What history book did you read?
He doesn't read history books. He is history.
Old ones.
He is history. Old ones. Old history books. So out of date history books? Wait. I don't think that's how that works.
I mean, no, that is kind of how that works.
Technically, aren't all history books out of date?
They are as soon as they're printed.
There's a lot of interesting facts on the Titans that didn't make it into a lot of the books.
So, like, passed down word of mouth?
Yeah.
Do you know about them, Brian?
Roll me a d10. Roll me a d10, please, Orion.
Oh boy.
Did you roll a 10? Did you roll a 10?
I'm deciding which d10 I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
Come on, llama.
Should have picked a d10.
While all this is going on, I'm just gonna continuously cast Mending on this fence that we kind of broke in the battle.
Sure. Otter, did you roll a 10?
Strange thing to be doing bending on, but okay. I see your dilapidated fence got fucked up by that crocodile. I'm just gonna, bring it back to dilapidated. I rolled a 9.
That's not better! Okay, let's see. How do I want to do this? He talks for an hour and a half about Gaia, specifically about Gaia. Fred, you're getting the feeling that he could probably expound at length about all of the other Titans in the same manner. But given the fact that you still need to figure out why the shit this farm is the way it is, maybe that's a conversation for another time.
Quick question. Can I get a
Yes.
world map up on the window here real quick? I just want to see something.
Yes, I can transfer us back to the world map.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
And can you ping me where we are? Just real quick. We're outside of Thropes that way.
You're just outside of Thropes, north of Egas.
Sure. Can we see the range to our south? The mountains?
Vaguely. Like,
Vaguely?
it's you know how in the distance it always looks like really kind of milky white because it's just so far away?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're looking at.
Sure. Through that explanation, discussing Gaia, Orion will point off to the mountain ranges we can barely see to the south, and... Did you guys ever hear about how that range was formed?
Atomic plates.
Apparently
No.
there was a disagreement between two of the Titans. And that mountain range was formed during their conflict resolving it. Gaia couldn't stand to leave the scar as it was and created the basin that comes from both sides of it into the river.
Okay.
That's
I'm not
a new
frantically
one.
writing down exactly what Orion just said. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's an interesting story.
Actually, that lines up pretty closely to what you guys know. You heard it was specifically the gods. Gaia still fixed it, but you heard it was the gods that did it, not that it was the Titan.
Okay.
Orion, this is really, really interesting and really, really learning a lot. But I think we better go find out how to fix this farm.
Ah, yes. The crystal.
The crystal.
Yeah, so with that 19 Arcana, you're pretty sure there's something in the farm itself that is corrupting the area.
Cool. If it's something I can smash, I'll smash it.
All from a
Okay.
crystal?
I mean, I've got a wand of secrets on me. I'm gonna expend one of those charges.
I gave you a Wand of Secrets at level 3.
It's one of my infusions. I can just make it.
Artificer things.
Thank you. No, I was like, I don't remember giving you a magic item at level 3. Fucking excuse me.
My brain's sitting here like, ah, yes, I know exactly what this is.
No, it was just me like, I distinctly remember not giving you magical items yet. I'm confused. Alright, continue. You have a Wand of Secrets.
Okay, I'm gonna expel one of the charges to see if there are any, what is it, secret doors or traps or anything at the
Okay.
cabin.
The farmhouse has a couple, but it seems like they're used more like a storm cellar. So one is it's locked, it's hidden, it's a storm cellar, but it's an outside entrance instead of one that you would take inside. There's a couple on the inside, but you think they're used more for just kind of stashing your personal valuables than anything else. Fred, I need you to give me a perception check at advantage because you're a Tandrak.
My guard's at advantage.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of why I gave you advantage.
Perception?
Yep.
Oh boy. 15.
Perfect. Because of your Tandrak nature and how closely connected to the earth you are, trees, grass, shrubbery, like the whole 9 yards, you feel pulled in the direction of the well that sits behind the house.
I think there's something on the go with this well, guys. We should check it out.
Cool. Let's check it out.
So we go check out the well.
Okay.
What's it look
As you
like?
get there, the well seems to be overflowing with this black sludge that has covered the ground that you've been kind of slipping and sliding your way across the entire time.
Ew.
That's disgusting.
Ah,
Fred, you're pretty sure whatever is doing it to this farm is in that well.
Ew.
Oh, and the smell is horrendous.
It's skunk.
oh, because of
Would
the
knocking
smell,
the well
I'm gonna
down help?
prestidigitation, like the hairs in my nose to smell like cactus pear.
Oh my god, I forgot you can do that with prestidigitation. Yes, absolutely. You prestidigitate your nose hairs to smell like something pleasant and not whatever the fuck this is.
I still have the handkerchief over my nose.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, you do.
How are we going to figure out what this is?
Is the crank still there? Or is it just open?
The crank seems to be there, but it seems to not. It seems to be more floating on top of this sludge.
Oh, well,
Like
that
the
doesn't
bucket
seem very
seems to
good.
just be floating. The well is easily, a good 10 feet in diameter. So it's a fairly large well, right? Like this is designed to sustain a farm, right?
Well,
Because you can't really drink the water that your rice grows in.
I think I have a solution.
Hmm?
Give me just a second. And
I mean, we could just like freeze the top of it over, and that would stop the flowing.
but
Yeah,
whatever's
but we've got to
causing
find
the
whatever's
corruption
causing
is in
flow.
there. I'm gonna sit down and just
I'll
start
read 10.
like drawing symbols in the muck. And I'm going to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. Do, 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 do. Detect magic goes down 10 feet?
30 feet from
30
me.
feet. Alright. For the record, you cast detect magic and you are almost blinded by this sludge.
Cool. Is there a brighter point of light at somewhere in the sludge?
Yep.
In the well.
It's in the well.
Okay, I'm not going to really say anything. I'm just going to hop into the well and submerge and start walking towards the point of light.
Give me a constitution save now, please.
You got it.
I follow, but I don't follow him into the well.
You
I
want
really don't recommend
some
going
help?
into the well.
I'm already very
Yeah.
under. Yeah. I'm
Cat.
good at those. Call that a 22.
All right. So the problem is not going to be getting down there. The problem's gonna be getting back out.
Yeah.
Because
Anybody have some rope?
because of what you are, Orion, as you're going down, despite how good of a job Balnar and Olivia did restoring you, there are still cracks. And as you are descending, this sludge is filling those cracks and making you significantly heavier.
Lovely.
However, you do eventually get to this bright particular point of light. And you
Can we
get
send
your
the bucket down
you
for him?
touch it. No, because the bucket's just floating on
Broken
the sludge.
crank?
There's not enough. No. There's the bucket doesn't have enough weight to go through the sludge. Orion, do you touch the thing?
Can I retroactively say I grabbed the bucket when I jumped in? Because
Sure.
I certainly can drag the bucket through the sludge.
Yes. You grabbed the bucket. You guys are watching the crank as it's just rolling very quickly as the bucket descends with Orion.
Good swimmer.
Orion,
Okay.
you touch the thing.
Touch the shiny.
What kind
Don't
of
touch the
magic
shiny.
is coming off of it?
This seems to be transmutation. In addition with necromancy.
Lovely. I'm just going
Sorry.
to... Yeah?
Can I cast that and ask Orion if he's okay?
You can certainly try. Go ahead and give me a D100 roll, Mom. We'll see if your message gets through. Okay. What are you putting in that message to Orion?
Are you okay? Do you need help?
All you get, Orion, is do you need help? You do not get the first question. You only get the second one.
Don't jump in the well. The water sucks. I found whatever it is. Pull the bucket when I tug the rope.
And Fred's going to say, he says he's okay, guys, and when we see the rope move, we're supposed to start cranking him up.
I'll do the honors, unless anybody else would like to
stopped
join
moving.
me.
It may take more than one of us.
Fair enough.
Okay. Are you gonna touch the MacGuffin, Orion?
I am going to take the bucket that I'm holding onto the rope for, scoop it into the space, and like hold the muck in and pull the rope.
Okay.
Yes.
I need
Start cranking.
I need an athletics check from the group that is doing this. Wow, Yugen, that is
21.
for somebody who stands in the back line, that's a pretty good athletics check.
Yeah.
Alright, between Yugen and Monric, it takes you guys, I got a question.
Yeah.
Water, can
Yeah.
you just hold your breath indefinitely?
Yep.
Okay. For the record, he gets heavier the closer you get him to the surface.
Great.
I
And it
also
takes
rolled.
Oh, fun.
Despite how quickly you're trying to go, it takes you almost 15 minutes to get him out of the well.
Even with my nat 20 feet.
Even with the nat, he is full of sludge. What? He has his own weight plus his weight in sludge. that you are trying to pull through other sludge.
Do I tell the party how much I weigh at this point before the sludge?
I was curious actually.
Orion, how much did you weigh before the sludge?
What, about 300 pounds?
Yep. Right on the money.
Seriously?
You are dragging 600 pounds out of the well.
That is heavy
That is
stage.
fair enough.
So
Go
it
Fred, go Fred, go Fred, go
That's a
Fred.
pretty good
takes
feat.
you 15 minutes.
That's a pretty
And
strong
move
feat, and for
around.
15 minutes, it's crazy. That's a pretty strong feat.
It probably
Plus,
would
I
have
mean, it's
taken you
just
longer, but you do have the added benefit of the mechanic of the crank. So
It takes some of the weight.
it takes a little bit of the weight, but not a lot. You guys are struggling to get him up and out. Fred, I need you to give me a con save since you're the only one not holding on to this crank, because it'll be your job to pull Orion out, and he's covered in the sludge. And you need to give me a con save.
The second I
Oh.
breach, prestidigitation on my hands. The hands are pristine coming out of the mud.
Prestidigitation requires a verbal component, doesn't it?
It does. But I don't
You
need my
have-
mouth to speak.
Ah, true. Fair enough. All right.
Ah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's okay. You're reminding me of one of my favorite things I ever did to cheat in a 1v1. Fred, you're still splashed with a little bit of this sludge, and you watch as it starts to curl some of your skin up like it's rotting bark. But the moment Orion is out, the well stops overflowing. It's still covered in sludge, but it stops overflowing. You are able to brush it off before you take any sort of damage, but there is little points in your skin now where the bark, your bark skin has just kind of peeled back.
Orion immediately takes a minute and gets all of the muck off himself via
It's funny you
prestidigitation.
It's funny you think it's gonna take a minute.
Well,
It takes you almost 10. Because every time you clear out something, more of it just starts seeping out of crevices.
I give it a good shake first.
Just watching this ooze come out of his.
Oh
arms.
yeah, this is the weirdest part, is that you watch him prestidigitate it off his clothes, and then you watch more of it appear on his clothes as more of it is seeping out of cracks in his body.
Can I roll to shimmy it out faster?
If that ain't
give
body horror, I don't know what is, honey.
Give me a performance check, I guess.
A shimmy roll?
Yeah,
Well, can you
performance.
shimmy?
Thank you, Die, for being nice, because I only have a +2 for that. That's a 17.
Yeah.
He's flailing.
You get it down from 10 minutes to 6.
Okay, but yeah, until
But
it's
eventually-
gone, I spend my entire time out of the well cleaning the grime off.
Yes. The water is no longer you notice that as Orion is taking this 6 minutes and you're watching, the well water actually starts to clear on its own.
Oh, how
I'm gonna-
interesting.
Dump the bucket out onto the ground so I can
What?
actually see whatever I pulled out of there.
Sure. What you see is a black sludge colored or covered cornucopia.
I clean the sludge off.
It is now an ivory cornucopia. However, there are pieces and speckles of black that you can't get off. Your detect magic is no longer
It's a
going.
corrupted cornucopia.
That's fine.
That's interesting.
It's a ritual, I can cast it again.
So, what do we do with this thing?
I don't
Like-
know.
It's
Keep it
magic.
and
I
throw
don't
it at
understand
somebody we
magic.
don't like.
then it'll just start spewing muck again. Right?
I mean, could be a good message to send if a negative message needs to be given.
Yes, but to who?
Someone deserving.
Well, then we keep it for battle, is what you're telling me.
I don't know if a ill omen is something for battle, but
Sending a message.
Is there a black dot on it like the other things we have found?
You haven't found anything else like that. You're gonna get confused with another game.
news to me. Black dot. What?
I'm sorry, Maddie.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to introduce Nancy, who is alpha testing the tier 3 portion of this campaign.
So I'm not gonna put that in my notes because that's
No,
something we don't
please
need
do
to
not.
know.
Please do not.
Let that fade into obscurity.
Yeah. Now, this is speckled with black that you can't get off. Yes, it looks a lot like that. Actually, hang on, I just need to double check what your gods are. Hold on,
Corruption.
please hold tight. This is why I have things written down. Okay, nope, none of you would, wait, no, Fred, you
Aphrodite.
are Aphrodite. You recognize this, as an old relic of Demeter's, who is the goddess of the harvest.
That's from Demeter's. Oh.
Demeter.
Demeter. That's a really old relic, though. That's something we should probably take back to one of the temples.
Interesting.
When it's corrupted, it definitely needs to be purified, consecrated, whatever it is they do with that sort of thing. Because right now it's bad juju.
Bad juju seems like an accurate description.
I'm gonna try something.
The technical
real quick.
term.
I'm going to ritual cast detect magic and see what the sludge does. It seem to be losing its magical aura? Does it seem to be receding?
Sure. Now that it's out of the well, the sludge doesn't seem to have anywhere to, it doesn't seem to have a point of origin anymore.
So the
But it's
rest
just
of the
sitting
sludge
there.
is still magical, or just the item
Starting-
on the ground?
No, it's starting to fade. The magical sludge is starting to fade. So it is
Okay.
just the item on the ground, which is thrumming with transmutation and necromancy.
So, taking this out of the well, it seems the land is slowly losing whatever magic this held over it. This is an assumption, but given enough time, it should revert. Or at least be to a manageable state where it could be cleaned up.
I mean, you're even watching as the grass that's around the well is actually starting to become green again.
So,
You think maybe within the next 48 hours this farmland's getting back to what it was before?
I think we may have solved the problem here.
Hopefully.
We should probably take that
Cool.
back to the captain. They may know what to do with it.
Is grass supposed to grow that quick?
No.
It doesn't seem to be growing so much as it seems to be self-cleaning.
Oh. Also totally normal for grass.
yeah.
They can go dormant and then, go green again.
This is giving off some necromantic energy. We probably shouldn't directly handle it. Does anyone have a bag or something we could put this into for now?
Well, if
I
it's
can smash
repeating.
it.
I could wrap
No.
it up in like a piece of clothing and stick
I
it in a
have
bag.
my handkerchief. We can use that. She'll take the handkerchief off of her face and hand it to Orion.
The
Is that big
smell is.
enough to cover it?
No, it's not, but it's enough that you could handle it without directly touching it.
Do
The
I
smell
see
is also
Valise's
starting to fade.
face scrunch up with the smell?
Yes, but it's like I said, the smell is starting to fade. You're starting to get the smell of like fresh cut grass. It's
I'm
significantly more pleasant, which is more a description for everybody else, not Orion. It's Orion can't.
I'll thank Valise for the handkerchief, and I'll wave a hand at her and cast what I think flowers would smell like in prestidigitation for her to smell,
Oh,
now that the
no.
handkerchief is gone.
You know what? Roll me a
I've
Roll
heard
me a
people
D10.
describe the smell.
roll me a D10.
Another D10.
Oh
Yes, sir.
God, sir, please,
This is gonna be fantastic.
sir, please.
A 9.
You
Oh,
don't
no.
manage flowers, but you do manage fresh pine.
I like the smell of fresh pine.
What is Fred?
And I'll wrap it in the
'Cause it smells like
handkerchief
Fred.
and pick it up.
My thanks to you, whatever you were trying to do.
You don't seem to like the smell of this place, so I thought that might help.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Am I still strangely the keeper of weird things, or would someone else like to hold on to this?
You are the keeper of the weird things. Please keep
Definitely the
that.
keeper of the weird things.
Okay. Put
Do you
in
need a backpack?
put in bag. I do have a backpack.
So maybe wrap it up in something so you don't accidentally touch it when reaching.
Gave him my handkerchief.
It's in a It's wrapped in a handkerchief. And I will shove it to the bottom of my bag.
Good
Okay.
man.
Otter, you can go ahead and give me another percentile.
Oh boy.
Giggity, giggity goo.
I don't trust you, Llama Dice.
Prepackaged in a
llama
bucket.
dice.
No, Steve, it came prepackaged in the well. They had to scoop it out with the bucket.
My percentile's really like the 70s today. That was a 71.
Okay. Otter, for a brief moment, Orion's fingertips brushed against the cornucopia, and I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
I'm good at those. Boop, boop, boo. 16.
Okay. Your consciousness is pulled from your body for a brief moment. And you are set face to face with a memory from your past.
Ooh.
Hold on, I need to grab my notes because I actually wrote down notes because this has to do with Otter's backstory.
So you said face to face with?
In
He's
memory.
face to face with a memory. I just gotta find my notes. Hang on. Okay. I just need to pull up our conversation and scroll up.
Oh boy. That conversation's coming in. Okay. Oh boy. This could be so many things.
Did I tell you what their name was?
If
Number
it's...
two. Number two, did I tell you what their name was?
Give me just a moment. Boop, 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 ba-doop. Yes.
Okay.
I will send it to you right meow.
No, I've got it. I just needed to remember that if I
Is that
told you
correct?
the name.
Before you do anything.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You are face to face with a memory, Orion. However, it's not a memory of yours. You recognize the person on the other side, but it's not your memory. The person you see before you is as old as you are. And for a brief moment, you hear the whispered name, Rajrai, before a gleaming black scythe swings into your vision and the memory is no more. And you are back in your own body. You would recognize the gleaming scythe as one of the agents of Thanatos, because that is one of the weapons that they commonly use. But you are rocked back into your body as you finish putting this thing down to the bottom of your pack.
Okay.
You alright?
Yeah, your eyes kind of dimmed for a minute there. You good?
Strangely idling on the past.
Okay.
When I put it in my bag, I must have accidentally brushed it, and like an old memory just came right to the front of my thought for a second. We probably shouldn't touch this thing.
You think?
Sorry, Otter. Another thing you noticed in that memory was that you had glanced down. Their hands were tied in front of them, and their skin was the pale blue of a triton.
Oh, hold on.
Repeat that, Maddie.
The memory that Orion was part of, like the memory that he saw, he glanced down at the hands, which were tied in front of him, and the skin was the pale blue of a triton. Orion, you know these most commonly as the children of Poseidon.
That'll be fun later.
Well, don't forget, the demigods are actually a thing.
Sure. So, rewinding my statement of the dream, replaying statement of dream. I was hit with a weird old memory. It seemed to be of one of the children of Poseidon.
Oh, wow.
You have memories of the children of Poseidon?
Interesting.
I think you guys. Oh, you guys use a different name for them. I think you call them Triton
Doesn't Poseidon have a
these
lot of children?
days.
Yes, we do.
Oh,
Oh,
The
okay.
seafaring folk. They're known as the children of Poseidon.
Fred,
Uh-huh.
due to your extensive traveling and the fact that you have been in contact with Jovier, you can actually give a little bit more information about this. It's not necessarily that Tritons are always children of Poseidon. nowadays that is actually referred to as who your godly parent is as a demigod. It's not
Gee,
necessarily tied to the race.
add that
But
information.
in my description, I was looking at a Triton, so I just referred to it as Triton.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, she's just catching you up on what it's referred to now. You know, like continuing the education that Olivia couldn't get to because you weren't with her for, you know, the length of time that it would get for somebody to know that.
History's a lot.
Yes.
You seem to know a fair amount.
Okay.
Depending.
What are you guys doing now?
Well, we have other tasks to do. Do we want to do them first, or do we want to take this cornucopia back to somebody who might be able to do something with it?
I don't think it makes sense to go back. We still have to go and to the goblins that are between here and any gas.
Yeah, let's just move on to the next thing.
I don't think this is going to give us any issue if it doesn't have something to corrupt in the bag.
Keep it out of water.
Yeah.
So don't put water in it.
I'll make sure to take off my bag before I go diving again.
And I think
Go ahead,
now
Mom.
Orion would know that touching that is what caused the memory.
Nope.
Okay.
Just
It's an assumption, but he doesn't know 100% for sure.
mm-hmm.
I think we better just keep it in the bag for safety. Okay.
What time
That
of
sounds
day
good.
is it now?
You're approaching evening.
We better
Okay.
find a place to camp and kind of have a long rest and get better. We all got
Get away
kind
from the
of hurt
smell.
there, and away from the smell. I agree.
Yeah,
We all
definitely.
got kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit.
Okay.
Only a little.
You guys. Sorry, go ahead, Monarch. Sorry.
I just said no, only a little. For getting hurt.
Okay. You guys head out. You take what's left of the day. Find yourself another one of those little campsites that are out along the roads. You know, little clearings designed for travelers to set up camp in. And you set up camp for the night. The air is cleaner. Smells like fresh forest and cedar this time.
That's better.
Much better.
Much better.
Just for safety's sakes, we should probably still do watches.
Yes. Indeed.
Oh yeah, of course.
Sure.
I'll take second watch.
Okay.
Third
I'll go
as
first.
usual.
I'll join Yugen on first watch.
I'll join Felice for last watch.
Wonderful.
See you guys in a couple hours. And once everybody's asleep, Yugen.
Yeah.
What you were doing to the wall back in the farm, are you familiar with working with ceramics? Or can that work with ceramics?
I've had the opportunity once in a while. And yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't. Why?
Maybe
Just
you
felt bad for
can.
that. It broke the whole fence. Anyway.
Maybe you can help me, and I'm going to... That's really funny, Steve. Reaches into bag, meets God.
My god, could you imagine? Reaches into an unsuspecting bag and just fucking meets God.
Told you not to
That
go
is...
in my bag.
Oof.
You...
I feel like somebody's probably started a manga with that somewhere.
I believe you.
Sorry.
No,
Apologies. Orion
sorry.
and Yugen are about to have
I
a lovely little heart-to-heart.
I saw that out of the corner of my eye, and it took up my whole brain for a second, and I had to say something.
No,
Oh,
absolutely. Steve has good one-liners like that.
yes, thank you, Steve.
It's why it's a shame he's not on a stream right now.
I am going to dig into my backpack in one of these side pouches and pull out the dusts and stuff I was given before we left.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have some water?
Yeah, pull out my water skin.
And I'm just going to kind of put some into my glove with the dust and work it into a mild paste. And I'm going to pull back my hood and shrug the top half of the robe down so that you can see all of the punctures in the porcelain on my torso from the velociraptors that I'm going to start filling in with the putty I've made.
I can see. I can see inside you?
Oh yeah, the light is shining out of these puncture marks, Yugen.
What?
We broke the artificer!
And for your record, the constellations on my face continue over the back of my head, across the shoulders of my arms, you can see all the way across my torso and back.
Beautiful work. Why can I see inside? Why are you glowing?
Because he needs mending. That's your job.
You can thank Hephaestus for that.
I can thank him that you glow. Okay.
Yes. He...
You're... Got it. You're like the Plansy.
Oh, one more time, you froze there for a second. I didn't catch you.
Oh.
I got your A, and then you stopped
I thought you were
moving.
the one that froze. No. So no, you're like the plans that I got from Hephaestus. You're effectively a cut. You're a highly functional, very intelligent construct.
Sort of.
Sort of.
That's
Can you
a
elaborate?
long story. Can you fix these? And I'll point to the holes that are kind of puttied closed.
Absolutely try. So I just cast mending on it, on each patch. Repeatedly.
Yeah, by casting mending, what you wind up doing is you wind up solidifying the plaster. We're gonna call it plaster. And after you're done, you realize that it's actually a resin. It's not a plaster. By casting mending, you have hardened the resin to fill the hole. And you're realizing that there are a few of these injuries that are like cracked along his porcelain frame. that have been filled like this already. You know the practice of fixing something using gold resin, right? And then you wind up making something that looks new because it's got the gold through it. That's basically what Orion's body is.
Gotcha.
That is how you are going to fix him if he breaks.
See, you've seen some pretty serious action before, huh? So just continue through the different patches.
This is the first. These last few days have been the first combat I've really come across in this. But new forms are a little weird to get used to.
New forms? You've had different forms before?
One. Before.
That's interesting. I didn't know that could happen. I didn't know you could change forms like that. Do you know how that happened? Like, did you do that intentionally, or was that what Hephaestus did?
That was the gift from Hephaestus.
So what were you before?
Old.
Old. You were old. Okay.
Hey, Eugen, you want to give
Yeah.
me an insight check?
Sure.
Do I have to make a deception check?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope,
Okay.
because he
At least I'm
hasn't put
not
it
the only
together
one
yet.
now.
He hasn't put it together yet. But what I'm gonna do, Otter, is every time he has to patch you up, he's gonna make an insight check to see if he can't make the connection before you tell him.
Cool.
Okay.
Just because it'll be more fun that way.
Yeah. Have to start pocketing portents.
Crazy.
Oh.
So,
Absolutely fascinating, though.
it takes you it takes you an hour to get the punctures, to get the scratches, to get the cracks. You know, you want to make sure that he's not falling apart, right? So, because he walked through the spiked growth, so there's scratches from that you have to fix. There's the puncture wounds from the crocodile. There's the puncture wounds from the velociraptors. There's a lot to repair.
It's a good thing you don't bleed.
It still hurts.
I don't doubt it.
Please tell me the constellations are intact. I can't see the ones behind me.
Yes, they are, Yugen.
They all appear to be fine. Wet? Yeah, yep, nope, fine. I didn't recognize that one at first.
Ooh. I'm gonna send you a message really quick, Maddie.
Yeah, because I think I'm about to have him roll something, but yes. Ah, I love all this character development that Orion's getting this episode.
Is that what you were planning on?
That was exactly what I was planning on. Yugen, go ahead and give me a history check, please, sir.
Since it's before bed, we'll just say it's a 17.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
You recognize the one that you said, oh, I didn't recognize that one. The reason you don't recognize it is because, or you didn't recognize it at first, is because that constellation no longer exists.
Cool.
Because the changing of, the rotation of the world and all of that, ages, aeons, stars burn out, whatever, right? The constellation no longer exists in your night sky.
Gotcha. So you said that in just my brain, player's brain, sitting there going like when Hercules had his stars put up in the night sky at the end of the Disney movie?
Yeah, something like that.
The constellation you see, you don't recognize as something that's actually in the night sky.
Cool.
You recognize it from a history book you read, like, when you were a young man. But to be able to say exactly where it was in the sky now, you'd have to go back and go find that book.
Okay.
Which means you'd have to go home.
That's not happening.
No, it's not.
This is way too interesting.
So, but yeah, there you go.
Are they all intact?
Yeah. That one didn't recognize it first. That's a history book once, an astronomy book. That's not around anymore. At least I'm supposed to be in the sky actually. But yeah, no, they seem to be.
Would it be the time of year that this constellation would actually be overhead?
No.
No?
But even in your year in Quo, you didn't see that particular constellation in the sky.
I will start telling Yugen the constellations that it usually sits between that he would recognize.
Gotcha. That's all I've got.
All right. Fantastic. Your watch passes. Sorry, go ahead.
I was
Otter.
to say I would have just thanked you for the mending and fully covered back up.
Happy to do it. It's been very educational.
Happy to help.
Fantastic. And as you all settle in for your long rest, having successfully dealt with the lizard folk shaman and her followers, and you now have an artifact that you don't understand that has given Orion a memory that is not his, this is where we're going to call it for the night, because the next section should probably take us a full episode.
All right.
So, as always, I'd like to thank my
Sounds good.
players. We have Kaiser and Lux playing Valise, Zaravika?
Zaravica.
Zaravika.
Just Zara.
I am gonna get that right eventually, I swear to God. Zara playing Yugen.
It's
We've got
almost
Otter-
like we have Deca here.
Ugh.
If you're in chat, I love you, buddy.
Deca, I love you to pieces. I don't miss your character names. Otter playing Orion. Missing Q tonight because of birthday celebrations, but once again, we wish Q a happy belated birthday, as his birthday was yesterday. And he normally plays Calyx. We have Mavic playing Monric. We welcome him back after a brief hiatus. And Mama Bear, my mom, and the woman who 30 years ago brought me into this world, playing Fred. And I am your DM, the Moirai. And of course, we always like to thank our sponsors, D&D Beyond, that is D, the letter N, dbeyond.com, a wonderful repository of all things 5e. If you like Critical Role material, if you want an entirely comprehensive homebrew compendium, and new books being released all the time, a small subscription fee to D&D Beyond allows you access to a vast majority of that. In addition, of course, we'd like to thank the work that we do with Baldman Games, particularly with Heath and I, as we run games in conjunction with Baldman Games for live events like Winter Fantasy and Gen Con, as well as the virtual weekends. Heath and I both missed out on the virtual weekend this month, but we're both hoping to have tables next month. So if you want to join us at our virtual tables for some Adventure League, or even just some Candlekeep adventures, please pay attention. We'll send out the player link as soon as we've got it. Both Heath, believe that Heath and I will have tables in July. I know I will. I'm not 100% sure about Heath, but I think the plan is that we're both going to be there. So we always love to see our players and our viewers at our table, because it's always fun to play with you guys. So, so we're on our Friday break, and Saturday we come back to find out what in the world is going on with Vedran in the Stolen Cities. Venelin being the shit disturber she is, the badass, I don't know. She decided to leap upon somebody who had polymorphed themselves into a dragon just to prevent an honorable 1v1 duel from being interrupted. And now she's wondering if she chose the wrong side. So, yeah,
Find out
tune
more
in
on this week's
Tune
episode.
in on Saturday. Yes, tune in Saturday for more Stolen Cities. Monday, we'll be back with another episode of The Troubleshooters. Otter, where are we with that?
We have entered the New World. We landed in New Amsterdam, which would be roughly the equivalent of like 1920s Americas, but the Americas don't exist. We spent the episode hanging out with a satyr who pointed us in the direction of something awful going on in the woods. If anyone's familiar with a Wendigo, that is the description we received, but our characters don't know what that is.
Wendigos are no bueno.
No bueno.
And Tuesday night we're still playing along with Scion. Where are they with that, Otter?
Last I heard, they were in one of the realms of, I believe it was Set, from the Egyptian pantheon, hunting down somebody who seemed to vanish after capturing them.
Fascinating.
Mm-hmm. Set was not pleased.
Oh, I can imagine not. We have open days available. If you're a DM that wants to work with us and stream a one-shot on our platform, we more than welcome you to join us and chat with us. You can message Heath, Otter, or I, and work with us to get you ready to go. We welcome any and all content to our platform, following certain rules, of course. There are some things that you just can't do on Twitch. So, that being said, we would love to fill the rest of our slots. We've got 2 open, 7 to 10 days right now. I say 2, we actually technically have 3, but I want to hold 1 in reserve because I have personally been working with JT to continue his world to turn it into a weekly game. So that is coming. Not sure when. I don't want to get everybody's hopes up just yet, but it's on its way. We have been working on it.
Crafting a homebrew takes a bit.
Yes, it does. So that being said, of course, we wouldn't be here without you, the viewers. I hope you guys enjoyed the session tonight. I hope we see you at more of our games. And remember, social distance, wear your mask, wash your hands, be good to one another, and remember, roar for initiative. Have a good night, everybody.